What's up, guys? The Blue Hedgehog here. Welcome back to another episode of my F124 My Team Career Mode. This is round number 7 today for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, or the Imola Grand Prix of Season 1 here on this game. If you guys did not see the race from the Miami Grand Prix that was already uploaded a couple of days ago, you can check that race out by clicking the link in the top right hand corner. Let's discuss qualifying as you look at the grid for today's Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Lando Norris on the pole. We qualified P8, but we got promoted to P7 because Carlos Sainz took a grid penalty. Look at this jumbled up lineup. We have Hamilton on the front row with Lando. Lance Stroll row 2, excuse me. Ocon starting 10th. Max Verstappen and I made contact in qualifying. That's why Max is down in P16. He didn't get out of Q2, which was a shocker. And no surprise, my teammate starts, well, last. Everybody's on mediums and hards, just to see how this will go. So, and I also have a brand new engine and a brand new gearbox in the car.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres.
We're on the softest compounds in the Pirelli range, the C3, C4, C5.
We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid. With the
one stop from 27 to 40. 2 stops, which would be 19 and 41. We're going to do the 1 stop. And yes, I finally got the logos on the car because the game likes to be a derping hyena. Alright, my teammate's in, and we're about to get started here in Imola. 63 mighty laps await us. Lights out and away we go. Oh, good start. Leclerc tried to cut me off there in the second phase of the start. That is a good start. How was that a collision with Leclerc when I had to jump on the brakes? Either way, we're away we go here in the regions of Imola. So glad this race is back as Lando Norris leads away from Hamilton, Stroll, Piastri, ourselves. Checo finally has out-qualified Max Verstappen for the first time in our My Team universe. So that's pretty much a shocker there, if you ask me. Going to be interesting to see Max Verstappen from P16 on the grid, see if he's going to make up any ground here today, as we are going to take a look underneath Oscar Piastri, as he is on the white stripe hard tires, the white stripe Pirelli compound tires. We have to use at least 2 sets of dry tires during this race. And of course, he's going to probably go from hards to mediums unless he does a 2-stopper like what we're thinking of. As we have completed the opening lap.
We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Engineer, shut up. I was trying to talk while you interrupted me. As we're now on lap 2 of the 63-lap Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The San Marino Grand Prix used to be 62 laps. They added an extra lap to make it 63. So, yeah. Imola has not been my favorite track on the F1 game. So we hope we can turn it around this weekend here in Italy. First of 2 trips to Italy, we'll be going to the Temple of Speed, the Italian Grand Prix from Monza, later this season. Cannot believe Lance Stroll P3 as Lando Norris leads away, looking for his first career F1 win over Lewis Hamilton. Lance Stroll in 3rd. We're in P4. And Piastri is falling back to P5. I bet he has not gotten those hard tires up the temperature to get really quick. So Our teammate didn't qualify that well. He qualified, well, last. As we're completing the second lap of 63, as we're going to be in the DRS train. And what I've done is got away
Great
with...
work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Well, as soon as I had that, Checo Perez beats me to it, but pace seems to be really good for me. In Miami, we finished P3 on track, but we had a 10-second time penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. That was seconds after we got our... Engineer, shut up. I'm talking, thank you. Fewer updates.
Okay, copy that.
Thank you. As I was saying about the previous race in Miami, we had a 10-second time penalty because we overtook Russell off track. To be fair, I didn't want to make contact with Russell and ruin his race, so that was what happened. And instead of us getting our first podium of the season, which I'm going to wait till we pass Lance Stroll on the straightaway, instead of us getting a podium, we ended up P15 with the 10-second time penalty. Because that was a shame, because that first safety car really helped us, as we're going to take a look underneath, as Lewis Hamilton, by the way, has got around Lando Norris for the race lead here in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, as we're going to have a swipe at Lando. Lando's defenseless, in my opinion. As we're gaining on him, as we're going to take a look, but we side better of it. Lando Norris, fair play to him. It is a British 1-2 with me in third. As we are now starting to get some gap going. But instead of us getting our first podium, we end up scoring no points. We end up scoring no points in the sprint, so just had a lackluster. The mediums were okay for pace-wise in Miami. The hards, I don't know what on earth happened to the hards. I had zero pace on the hards, but when that safety car came out, we had no pace on hards. Softs, we had a shitload of pace, because I didn't make it to Q2, and I had a couple of sets of soft tires in the pits that really came into play, and we were fast on the soft tires. So I'm gonna try to set up Lando again. Lando just gives me room. He knew I'm faster than him. We're now up to P2. As we're going to try to chase down Lewis Hamilton. Even if we don't win this race, I'll be happy with some quality points. We also lost points to Alpine. They only scored a few points. So we're 1 point barely ahead of them in the constructors. We are looking to catch Lewis Hamilton. That was a surprise to see Max Verstappen out of Q2. I think he also got a grid penalty for running into me, because he wrecked me going in the corner in that first chicane, that left, right after you cross turn 1 to turns 2, 3, and 4. So, bet you that was a shocker. You don't see the words Max Verstappen out of Q2 at Imola with how good the RB car is. Red Bull doesn't have that kind of problem. Personal best with a 21.2 after getting DRS and Lando Norris, who's not making up any ground on us, but Lando is the highest of the hard runners, so both McLarens starting the race on hards. They're going to end up going to the medium tire to go to the end of the race, while we're going to do the complete opposite and go on a set of hard tires to go to the end of the race, barring a safety car that comes out, which I hope that doesn't happen. Even if it does, we may end up putting on a set of mediums, because some of us are going to do a one-stop strategy like we're doing. Some of us are going to go on the two-stop strategy. And next week is, by the way, the biggest race of the year, Monaco. And I have not gone well at Monaco in the My Team Series, because ever since the My Team Series came out in 2020 during the pandemic, I have struggled from either scoring no points or DNFing. So hopefully we can turn that around next time out in the Principality. Because normally we would have been already done with Spain by now. Lewis Hamilton has a 2.5 second lead on us as we are on lap number 7 of 63. Red Bull's already had an engine failure the last 2 sprint races. Hopefully they can try to avoid a third when we head to our next sprint race, which is in Austria, where the real-life Austrian Grand Prix is about to take place. I really don't think we should use a used set of softs. We'll be slow like molasses, so I just want to make sure we stay focused and just do the job as necessary. I want to try to score as many points as we possibly can in the early part of the season before the contract negotiations start up. I really would like to get somebody that's really good for DVR in Season 2 if I do a Season 2. .20. Best was a 21 flat. Lando's got a beat. He's got DRS. I got nothing. Lewis Hamilton's pulling away, barring an engine failure. Knowing that the big guys, I would not be surprised if Lewis has a problem with his engine or something. It would be really a shame. Lewis hasn't won with this new car. Last time Mercedes won a Grand Prix was with George Russell two years ago, even though you didn't see it in the My Team Series. I never even got to Brazil. Which also reminds you, that was the last time Mercedes won a sprint and a Grand Prix in the same weekend, was Georgie Russell. Stay in focus here. I know we're not capable of beating Lewis Hamilton. I just want to stay focused and make sure, as I'm just trying to get into a good rhythm here. I took a shower before I started this race, so I hope y'all are okay with me doing that. 22-1. I gotta see where Lando's gonna make a move. I go to the inside. Let's try to cut him some room here. Lando made a mistake. I gave him room, and it looked like he might have just slowed down or didn't want to make contact like what Max Verstappen did to me in qualifying, so I could see why he did that. Remember, he is on the harder tire. We're on the yellow medium tire. I will put red flags back on for Monaco, so that way it's taken care of. .25, yeah, the pace is starting to slow down a bit. That's because I'm not in a DRS deal, so. My teammate's running in last, so that doesn't surprise me. I nearly put Lando in the gravel. That was not nice of me. I'm sorry, Lando. Second video you're getting this week, because I have been, like I said, on fire of trying to get all these races out to you guys. Monaco is going to be really a tough race for us. I don't see how we're going to score points in that race.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Lewis has already got a 5-second lead. By the way, 63 is George's number, I should also like to point out.
The gap to the car ahead is increasing by a few tenths per lap. Get your head down.
I'm not worried about that. I got Lando up my ass. .27, so
Come on, you can win that place back.
even though Lando's got a quicker car than me. What the hell was that, Stroll?
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
Checo just got a penalty. Got damage on the car. I gotta slow down. I don't need to overtake under a safety car. I'm gonna have to change my front wing. My car is damaged.
Hitbox is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out.
Damn. Yeah, I got hooked. I mean, I got hooked by Stroll. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm gonna have to... Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Let's go ahead and box now. I got damage to the wing. Checo's gonna have to pit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Just brake checking me. He doesn't pit now. He's fucked.
Up to speed now.
Wow, a lot of people are pitting. Norris is staying out. In fact, the two McLarens are staying out. Come on, guys. No mistakes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. 68, okay. Okay, we still stayed ahead of Sainz and Perez.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Okay, could have been a lot worse, but... Yeah, I'm not sure about staying out. You could have took the chance to get a free pit stop there, McLaren. I don't know why staying out was a smart idea. I think Lewis knew he was going to come in the pits, and I said, I'm just going to pit, because I got to fix the fucking wing. Because basically, I can go from this lap to the end of the race on a fresh set of hards, so I can go to the end of the race. Unless we get another safety car, then I can go to the mediums. Do I have another set of mediums? No, I got used. I got another set of hards. In case we get another safety car or a VSC. Okay. Verstappen's in 20th. And the two McLarens stayed out. Looks like the two Alpines stayed out. I think that was a bad choice if I was Alpine and McLaren. Here's the thing. Alpine's trying to catch us in the constructors, and both of their cars stayed out. Can I pause? Yeah, I'm going to go get me some ice. So BRB. Alright. Back in time. Anybody hear me? Yep. Okay, we're good. Alright. Getting ready to go back to green soon. Currently up to P10. Verstappen's down to P20. God damn. We're on board the Mercedes-Benz safety car. I think it's gonna end at this lap. Yep.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. Remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and blast off. Alright, go! We're green again! What a big mistake if you're Alpine, as we just went around the outside of Albon. Albon just got held up by Sainz there. If you're Alpine and McLaren, I don't know what on earth kind of strategy you folks are on. Let me see, who has not pitted yet in this race? Yeah, the top four has not pitted, so we're in a net P4 at this point in the race. Like, I don't know what on earth they were thinking.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I know that. Make sure I don't run in the
Green
back.
flag.
Yellow flag. Somebody's had an issue. May had a little issue, but whoever it was got it straightened out, and we're back to racing as usual. Remember, there is no DRS until we complete this lap. Give me a chance to rest my neck a little bit during that intermission.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Okay, so leaving our teammate by 7.9 seconds.
To get some points. Yeah, Ocon's in trouble. That mistake of not pitting under the safety car is coming back to haunt Alpine. That was a huge mistake. Alpine's now regretting, because now you have all of us that are on fresher tires than Alpine. They're on the hards. Leclerc's going to try to make a quick display, but the problem is Leclerc left the door open for us. Trying to not do what I did to Sainz back in Miami. Had to go wide and not run in the back of the Ferrari, or I'm going to get booed by the fucking Tifosi. Oh, look at that. Nice move I just did on Leclerc, and we're up to P6, sorry.
Good job. Nice overtake.
As I'm just going to bully my way on Alpine. Ocon didn't know what hit him, and I got DRS because of that. Max Verstappen has had an absolute shocker in this race here. And Leclerc, who I passed, is second in the Drivers' Championship. Boy, Max Verstappen in our universe has had an absolute shocker. Who had the time penalty? I'm curious. Oh, Lance Stroll and Checo Perez both had a 10-second time penalty. Wonder if they've already served it on the, yeah, they served it on the pit stop. That's dropped both Bulls out of the points there. Yeah, that was clearly not my fault, because I have it on assist for the steering. So that way I could just turn the car and all that, yada yada yada, so. Oh, Hamilton, wait, is Hamilton on a two-stopper? Yeah, he's on a two-stopper. So I would have the lead of the race technically, because Hamilton's gonna have to stop again. Oh boy. Hamilton's gonna lose all that track position. I'm gonna throw it in here as I'm gonna boot the Alpine out of the way. Excuse me, coming through, and I get DRS on him. Alpine didn't know what hit him. I don't think he's...
Be aware, these tyres need to get to the end of this race.
No problem. I can get that taken care of, mate. Gasly is just in no man's land, as Lewis Hamilton's gonna have to pit again. So we would technically be leading the Grand Prix, believe it or not. 7th race, we're already gonna possibly lead in this race. Can you believe that? Once the two McLarens and Hamilton pit, we'll be in the lead of the Grand Prix over Gasly and Leclerc. Wow. But that was not on anybody's radar list. I think we pulled the strategy to our... God, if we win this race, that call to pit lap 15 of the Grand Prix, as somebody locked up in front of us. I don't know who it was. Like I said, both Hamilton's going to have to stop again. The two McLarens are going to have to pit at some stage in this race. And we're going to be in a net P1.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
I will. Don't worry. They're using up all their battery. I'm still got 75%, so I'm still good on battery, so. God, we're just pulling away from fucking Leclerc. Leclerc's thinking to himself, what the hell did I do wrong to allow a DVR win? And remember, I believe we undercut. We did a lot of undercut, and we got overcut, but the problem is, what won us the race was Hamilton put mediums on. I wonder why he did that. I don't know why. I'm gonna go to the inside. And then the two McLarens and the two Alpines didn't pit. And I'm asking why. Because now I'm on fresher hards than Piastri, and I'm gonna try to go around the outside, clip the grass. Piastri comes back, hits me. And I'm about to pass Lando flippin' Norris. Like, how on earth is this gone our way? Like, literally, it's gone our way. I gotta defend Norris, or, bleh, Piastri, excuse me. Because remember, I'm on fresher hards than these two in front of me. The two McLarens, because like I said, none of them pitted, neither did the Alpines, so I really question why McLaren did not pit both of their cars under the safety car. Because not only you just gave me a free flip and win possibly at the rate this is going, because I'm also out of Leclerc's DRS, you just gave me a chance to possibly extend the gap in the constructors. That's freaking nuts if we win this race. And I didn't have a freaking race win on my resume. And I haven't won since what? I haven't won since, I want to say, Azerbaijan back in 2021. That's insane. If we win this race, it was the first time we've won in Imola. We won at something that's not the Italian Grand Prix, believe it or not. Alright, Norris, you're mine. Pace is good. And I have fresher tires, and look at that, we're P1, ladies and gentlemen.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
Yeah, Lando's gonna have to stop some point in this race. I can just try to pull away. I have a 3-second lead on Leclerc when he comes and makes, so he's now at a net P2. Because like I said, I'm on fresher hards than the 2 McLarens and the 2 Alpines. So they're just sinking through the running order. And once they pit and Hamilton pits, Leclerc's going to be P-flipping too, believe it or not. Pace is good. I got to make sure I don't make any dumb mistakes. It would be P3, a net P... it would be Russell. Wow, Russell P3. That would be big for the constructors. But I didn't see where the 2 Red Bulls are running. Let me see where the Red Bulls are running. Checo's 13th. Sargent Verstappen's in 20th still. Alonso's 21st. What on earth just happened to the 2 fucking Bulls? That's fucking insane. Personal best, and I'm just pulling away from fucking Leclerc. This is just... What on earth has this race become? This is almost like 2019 all over again, except this is the My Team series. What on earth is going on in this race? And I don't want to celebrate too much because, like I said, Lando's got to pit, has to pit. Piastri has to pit.
Still looking good.
I'm aware about that, Mark. Thank you very much. Lewis Hamilton has got to pit again. Boy, Lewis Hamilton just fumbled this race and just possibly gave it to us. And remember back in Azerbaijan that I went a little longer. I overcut the 2 Mercs and I held them off to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in the F1 2021 series. Then I pulled that crazy strategy that nearly worked in Miami for us. I pulled off the crazy strategy in Singapore that paid off, and I won the race on pure luck. And now I'm about to possibly win this race on pure luck if we can hold on. Because I've already extended my gap. Because I have almost got a 4-second gap on Leclerc. This is just nuts. Oh, we still have over half of this race to go, I'd like to remind you all. The big question is my tires going to make it to the end? That's going to be the question. Because remember, Alpine and the 2 McLarens plus Hamilton have yet to pit in this race. And I don't know why Max Verstappen's on the soft tires. You know, like, I don't know what kind of strategy Red Bull just implemented, but they've really just... I can tell you, that incident with Verstappen is going to come back to haunt them. When will the McLaren duo pit? And remember back in Miami, I had led my first ever lap on the My team. Can't do anything dumb. Hamilton's now up to P3. He's gotten around Piastri, but he's yet to stop for his either the hards or the softs. He better go hards, because he'll be closing me down in a hurry, as I just got loose. I just gave Norris a chance to catch up, but remember, Lando has not made his pit stop yet, and that, like I said, this could hurt McLaren in the constructors. That safety car might come back to haunt McLaren and Alpine, and that's going to be good for us, because if we win this race, all of a sudden we went from a 1-point cushion to a major cushion that we built over the French team. Because remember, back in China, we scored sprint points, they didn't, and we leapfrogged ahead of them in the constructors. We're 6th in the constructors. Lando's still staying out, so is Piastri.
Behind 27.7 seconds.
I'm going to have to sign a new teammate for season 2. We're going to be a lot better, if you ask me, as Hamilton and Norris have caught me. Like I said, these two have yet to pit and make their mandatory stops. Norris has been on those tires since the start of the race. Hamilton has been on the medium since the safety car, since we pitted under the safety car. I've been on these hard since the safety car, or since we pitted under the safety car, rather. Approaching half distance in this crazy Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix that has had a what on earth moment. I tell you, McLaren and Mercedes fucked up the race, fucked up the pit strategy. Right now, George Russell's P2 at this stage If this is to make up a boring Imola Grand Prix, I'm glad you picked this channel to see what the fuck just happened. If we win this race, I will be like, bruh, we just won this race on dumb luck. Of course, remember, look, Russell, for all of us who pitted on the hards to go to the end of the Grand Prix, we're on the same tires and same percentage and all that, yada, yada, yada. As we cross lap 32, we'll be at half distance. We still have plenty of racing to go left here in this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. I just touched the gravel just a little bit. That's going to allow Norris and Hamilton to catch up. But Norris and Hamilton are going to have to pit again. Or Hamilton, rather, has to pit again. Norris has not made his only stop of the race. I have a nice cushion over Georgie. Piastri is dropping down to 5th. I wonder if those hards are starting to go away. Because like I said, he has not made a pit stop yet. And like I said, Russell's 2nd. As Lewis Hamilton looking underneath Lando Norris for the second position. If those two start squabbing away at each other, then that's going to start allowing us to pull away from that battle. As we're now at half distance. I'm glad I pitted with that after getting damage from Stroll, who got a 10-second time penalty. That really ruined Stroll and Perez's race. Not only that, Perez got stuck in the pack because, you know, he had to not only serve the penalty, he had to change the front wing on top of that. So he lost a total of 18 seconds. Plus got held up in the pits on top of that. That's where all that time got lost. And it also held up Max Verstappen. So that really, just like I said, Red Bull dropped the ball today, so. And I said to myself, I can't believe we just did. We did a Miami is what happened. But unlike Miami where we got the 10-second time penalty, which to be fair, nothing we could have done there. Looks like Norris and Hamilton are going to start squabbling for second. That's going to allow me to pull away. I'm going to start pulling away. The more those do, and now George Russell has now moved his way to the second position. The more those guys start going side by side, the more that's going to allow me to pull away. I'm over here in cruise control, just enjoying the clean air, and I said, boys, you keep squabbing away, I'm just going to start pulling away. Who's already pitted? Oh, Sargent came in. Verstappen's going to have to pit, so this has been a pretty bad day if you're Max Verstappen, who came into this race as the championship. Mark, shut up. I'm trying to talk here. Max Verstappen came in this race as the championship leader. And Leclerc, as of last time I checked, was still in the points. That's second in the Drivers' Championship. I cannot believe this is about to be the unthinkable. Lewis Hamilton, congratulations. You just costed your chance of winning this race. Like, bravo fucking vo. And also, my teammates took advantage because he's on the hard tires, so he made the right strategy like I did. Except, we did the double stack seconds apart. So all that focus and effort we've been training for Brendan Lee has really started to pay off. While those fools continue to go side by side, let's just put our head down, start building.
By 39.6 seconds.
With them squabbing away, we're just going to start we're going to start putting our head down, start building a gap. Yep, there it goes. Norris is in. Lando Norris now regrets not coming into the pits. Lando Norris just shot himself in the fucking foot. Because look at how many positions he has now lost. Once Hamilton makes his second stop. How's my tire work come along? Not too bad. Like I said, it's going to be between us and Russell, and that's going to be, like I said, a lot of points for us in the constructors. Yeah, Piastri's getting ready to pit soon, so this is really going to hurt McLaren, as I said, and it already hurt Alpine. There goes Hamilton, so that's going to hurt Hamilton big time. Here comes Georgie all over the back of us. So Hamilton's going to start losing all those positions. Russell got forced wide by me, but we have an 8-second lead on third place Leclerc. Yuki Tsunoda's up to P4. What on earth is this race? Oh my god. What has this race come to? I cannot fucking believe Mercedes butchered that on Hamilton. For Russell, that's a big deal. Now it's between us and Russell for this race win in Imola that nobody saw coming. I'm not going to fight Russell. Russell, just go by. I mean, you have the dominant car. You're faster than me, mate. Be alright.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
We're fine. I'm just going to let Russell go. I'm not going to fight him. So George Russell now leads the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, as I'm going to just ride in a comfortable second position. Lando Norris sets the fastest lap of the race. What tires did he go on to? Okay, so he went to the mediums. Not surprising, to be fair with you. But it was nice to lead some laps here, so. But like I said, we have a nice cushion on third place Leclerc.
Okay, let's try and overtake them now.
(19.1) for Norris, who set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but now I think we're going to get a nice result here for the team. I think it's time to start using our overtake here. Giving us a chance to recharge our battery here. I think Russell's just struggling for battery.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
This is where
If you get past, make use of the overtake button, see what you can do.
oh, Russell locked up. Personal best. Forced him into mistake, and that really just helped us.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, lost a position. That's down a place.
What was that, Russell? I was getting ready to make the exit, make the corner, and Russell just yellow flag. Somebody's beached in the gravel trap. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Brent. I think that's Kevin Magnuson in the hat.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
What was that for, Russell? Really, Russell? What the fuck was that for, man? Now we're allowing Lando Norris to catch up. About to lap my teammate here.
Okay, clear.
Yellow flag with that. Lando takes the lead. Fair play to Lando. My tires are really starting to go away. Like to get a nice podium here to hold off a hard-charging Lewis Hamilton. This is still a good points day for us, no matter what the outcome is. I'll need to be... My roommates need to be in their rooms right about now, as I nearly touched Russell, or Russell nearly ran into the side of me.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Lando's just pulling away from us. There's no response for Lando. I think we just used up our tires trying to pull away from Russell. Take a drink. I hadn't taken a drink ever since we went back to green.
We've got a gap of about 3 seconds between you and the next car.
Teammate status.
Okay, they're on hard tyres. They're 20 seconds. Time last lap, 1:26.7.
I need to fix my bed. Go. My bed came undone, so I had to fix it. I'm just trying to hold off Russell and Hamilton. At least I'm gonna have a P4. Yeah, Russell gets by me, Hamilton's gonna get by me. I just pushed Hamilton to P2. Told him to go after fucking Norris. Remember, I was following Hamilton most in the early stages of this race. Where's Max running? Max is P9. And he's also ahead of Leclerc. Oh, this is going to make the constructors interesting. Let's see. We've also would outscore a shitload of points on Alpine, where we're running. So it could
get past.
Mate, I'm trying. My tires are pretty much dead at this point.
Safety car, safety car.
Oh my god. Are you fucking shitting me?
Right, drop your speed.
What do I do?
Risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Oh my god. That was not what Lando Norris wanted to see. Oh my god. This is flashbacks of Miami all over again. But unlike Miami, we're running in P3. Oh my god. That was not what Lando Norris or any of us wanted to see. Now what do? Do you pit for fresh tires? Do you go for softs to try to go for the fastest lap? Lando did not need to see this yellow. Is anybody going to risk it? Nope, we're all going to stay out. Oh my god. Lando Norris might have just gotten his first F1 win. Gone just like that. What on earth has this race become, folks? Oh my god. Last race at Miami, we had a late race safety car. This one, we have a late race safety car. Do we have enough racing laps to even go to the end? Right now, the order is Norris, Hamilton, we're P3 for now. Perez, Piastri, Sainz, Tsunoda, Verstappen, the championship leader, and Leclerc, with Gasly, the two Aston Martins, Williams, Haas, which is Albon, Hulkenberg, Ricardo, Ocon, the two Kickstarter, Sargent, Magnussen, our teammate, who's a lap down. Please tell me we're going to get a green-white checker. That was absolutely not... That was the last thing Lando Norris wanted to see was a safety car, because now everybody is going to be on his butt. We're down to three to go. We're down to 3 laps to go in this Grand Prix. I wonder who's going to make a big mistake going into turn 2. Or if we're going to finish this under the safety car. I would like to have 1 lap. 1 lap to try to hold off Russell. And hope Norris or Hamilton makes a mistake, I swoop by. This safety car has changed the race. A game changer. Wonder if there was some debris on the track that they didn't get. Oh my god, could we be in an Abu Dhabi Grand Prix all over again? Let's hope not. Be 2 laps. 2 laps to finish this race.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Wow, that was a good restart. Didn't mean to run in the back of Hamilton. I wasn't ready for it. Oh, and Norris just wrecked me! Out of points! I just got wrecked out of points! Oh my god! Really, Norris? Did you really have to be a dumbass?
Major front wing damage. Box.
What the fuck, Lando Norris?
Repeat that, I've got some interference here.
I just lost this race. Thanks, fucking Norris. I didn't need that. I was gonna throw a block and I got turned, and that's gonna cost us points. Oh, I'm gonna be super pissed. I have every right to be pissed. I had a chance to win this race, and Norris just fucked me out of a win. I am really angry. Is there a penalty for him? What the fuck was that? And now we're gonna go from going a chance to win this race to absolutely scoring no points. I just got screwed out of a win. Wow. I cannot be a happy camper. That's 2 races in a row, but Norris just spun me. That should have been a penalty on Norris. Oh my god, we had this in the bag. And that was for the lead of the race. That's gotta be gut-wrenching, and fucking Norris better be ready for his ass to be fucking kicked. Fucking frustrating. We were gonna be on our way to win that fucking race, and we gave it to fucking Mercedes. Norris is gonna get an ass kicking when I get done with him.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Frustrated. That should have not happened.
And Lewis Hamilton
That was fucking frustrating.
and once again wins. To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward, and boost
All
your
that
confidence in the
hard
rest of
work
the
we just
championship.
did for this fucking race came unfucking done. Just like that.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the...
Fuck the podium. That was our race to win. And Lando just fucked us. Just literally fucked us out of points.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Yeah, and he got kicked down to P8. That's what he fucking gets for doing that shit to us. Unbelievable. What could have been? And Norris screwed us. I have to be absolutely pissed off, to be fair with you. And we've lost points to fucking Sonata. Thanks, Norris, you pilot sack of shit. I hope I That's gotta be frustrating. Had a great race going, had a chance to possibly win our first race, and Norris fucked us and hooked us in the right rear, just like Max Verstappen did to us in qualifying. I am absolutely angry. I have every right to be angry. We could have been P3, P4. That safety car hurt us. That's frustrating, guys. I've worked really hard for that race. I hope I just put his fucking ass in the wall at fucking Monaco and asked him, what the fuck was that all about? That was points you just took from us. 25 fucking points. Maybe more. Or maybe less. And we allowed V-Carb to take advantage. That just angers me. So, I'm sorry, guys. That was a great race we had going up until then. That just makes me very angry that he could have waited to make a fucking move on us. And he literally just screwed us out of points. I have to be absolutely angry.
Thanks. I appreciate you taking the time to help out.
Alright. Well, that was kind of a frustrating race, and the car was great up until then.
Come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
I don't know how we're going to do at Monaco. I hope to God we score points, because this is getting absolutely humiliating. And it's not like we did anything wrong. It's just fucking people need to learn to use their fucking heads properly and pass. So hope you guys like this one. It was a great race up until Lando Norris just hooked us out of a possible win. We could have won and we could have won. Unfortunately, he screwed us. So thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. That again was a frustrating race. Take it easy.